Working with nothing more than a phone and a laptop, an actor turned corporate spy convinced executive assistants and receptionists at some of America's largest companies to part with secrets worth millions of dollars.
Robert Kerbeck is sharing his amazing story in a new book, Ruse, Lying the American Dream from Hollywood to Wall Street. And Robert joins us now live. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
So this is very interesting. You started out as an actor. You couldn't find a lot of steady work, so you just started getting your foot in the door by cold calling. How did this morph into what it became?
Yeah, so I grew up, my family came from a line of car dealers going back to 1899. My great-grandfather sold horse carriages before cars were invented. I was supposed to take over the family business, but I wanted to be an actor. So I moved to New York, and of course, actors need survival jobs, and somehow I stumbled into a job as a corporate spy.
So as a spy, what kind of information were you assigned to extract? What kind of information did you gather out there?
Yeah, so, we all know the Russians spy on the Chinese and the Chinese spy on us, but what most people don't realize is that major American corporations are spending tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars a year to spy on each other. And what they do is every spy project is bespoke, it's custom. And so the corporation is basically looking to get the playbook on their competitors, right? So imagine if you could get the playbook on the Green Bay Packers. I always use that kind of sports analogy. If you could know what your opponent was doing, what they were up to, what their future plans were, who their top people were, as you can imagine, that intelligence is extremely valuable.
So did you know that's what you were doing? Because it sounds illegal when you first got in. They don't say, okay, you're an actor, we want you to be a corporate spy. How did that happen?
Yeah, I had no idea. A friend had the job. He was very mysterious about it, but I needed work. I was a broke actor, and he got me an interview. I went and interviewed with the woman whose firm it was. She didn't say anything about the job. I had a resume. She didn't ask for my resume. And I left the interview thinking I hadn't been hired. And the next day my friend called and said, "You've got the job." She hires everyone because no one is able to do this job.
Yeah, you said some of the funniest ruses that you pulled off involved when you actually had to do an accent of some kind. So walk us through maybe one of the schemes you were trying to pull off with an accent.
Yeah, so this is Gerhard calling from the office in Frankfurt. We have the European Union regulators here. We need some information for the records here. So that's just one, right? Yeah. So we had the Irish accent, the Southern accent, the English accent, because corporations now are so global, right? So there's an office in Frankfurt, there's an office in Dublin. And so you would pose to be some sort of executive, off-site at a different location, and everyone, of course, wants to be a good corporate teammate these days, and they want to help out another office that's in trouble, or they're meeting with the compliance officers or the regulators or whomever, and so we would prey on that to get people to release information that they should never release.
So isn't that illegal?
Well, that's a great question. That's why I can write the book now, because I haven't done this for quite some time. So, those spying days are in the rearview mirror for me, but I'm here to tell you that corporate spying is alive and well, and people are doing it every day of the week.
And people are still answering their phones and just talking to a stranger. It's a different era now. I mean, I would think that you maybe couldn't have been as successful in this era.
No, people still answer their phones, and there are ways to get people to answer their phones. One of the big things that corporate spies do is they use call spoofing. And so, your audience is aware that they get phone calls all the time. And sometimes the numbers look familiar. Sometimes it's from not only the same area code, but even the prefix is from your kind of hometown and area. And so you're worried maybe it's your mom or your kids or your neighbor or somebody needs some help or they're in trouble, and so you pick up the phone. And that's something I've been doing a lot of work with, talking on podcasts, cybercrime podcasts, about how not to do that, right, and how not to become a victim of phishing.
Before we let you go, we've been showing some pictures of you with celebrities. How were they involved in this?
Well, none of them were spies, but a lot of them were dishonest. I had the strange experience of working with O.J. Simpson immediately before the, of course, infamous double murders. And let me tell you, that was a crazy experience.
Wow. So in this book, do you actually identify the companies that you are working on behalf?
Well, I don't really have to identify the companies because every major, and when I say every, of course, we're going to say maybe there are a few that aren't, but almost every corporation is using this type of spying. They're probably not hiring these spies directly. They're hiring them through some sort of intermediary. Oftentimes, executive search firms, headhunting firms are hiring the spies for the corporations because the corporations, of course, want to have plausible deniability that they can say, oh boy, we had no idea any of this was going on.
Wow. Well, it's fascinating. You can check out robertkerbeck.com for more information. You can find him on social media. The book is Ruse. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, thanks for having me.